Hello, how are you? Hopefully you can hear us well and we can do this because now we finally got the sun in the right way because it was way too dark. The video we're about to post is us working on our water tank, which is leaking. We're losing about half our water consistently. We had some challenges, some interesting conversations, some where they were like, maybe it's condensation. It's not. It shouldn't make you happy.
No, because I work in an industry where water is our main focus. And I know all about condensation and teaching people how you can get large amounts of condensation, but it's absolutely not.
So
that's not what we're dealing with here.
Yeah, so anyway, watch the video and then we'll jump back at you as soon as we're done with that. We're in much better moods today. There. That water is moving. It's absolutely moving throughout there. You can see it. It's moving. That's a flow. If I was in a cave, I would follow that to save my life.
So you're probably wondering what prompted me to answer that way and why I would say such things. Well, for those who don't know, I had a fancy title once of a Systems Implementation Manager. A fancy title for someone who goes from veterinary clinic to veterinary clinic or hospital, sets up all the computer systems, all the computers, the network, the server, all the peripherals, the printers, the lab machines, everything that attaches to the network. And one of my pet peeves is when somebody says, it doesn't work. What doesn't work? The system doesn't work. The system doesn't work? Yes. Is the power out? What do you mean the system doesn't work? If that computer is working, well, not that computer, my computer doesn't work. Okay, Steinfeld, now that computer doesn't work, what doesn't work on there? Well, it's not printing. So the computer works, it doesn't print. Yes, that means it doesn't work. Okay, now that we've already hashed out particulars, the printer's not working, let me look at that. Well, that goes hand in hand when all of a sudden I send you a complete video of liters upon liters of water being dumped into my bilge from the fresh water tank, and I get a response that says something like, hey, could it be condensation? And my wife, who used to own an AC manufacturing business, is like, no, that's passing the buck. It's not condensation. Or maybe the pane drain isn't draining. Well, no, the pan drain is draining because if you overflow the tank, it will release that water that's overflowed. What happens is after that water is released, it starts to drain into the bilge. So that's how we got here. I'm going to start this with drain pan. Here's a video of Captain Babe explaining how she's cleaning up the water.
In about a minute,
how the pan, I think that's a pan underneath there that keeps filling up
and fill this area back up
with water.
I don't know if this
it's not clogged because the overflow drain actually works. But that's where I know they didn't watch the video, because if you would see the amount of water we were talking about, there wouldn't be a question on what's leaking.
Nobody's running water right now. I don't know what that hose is, whether it's water intake or water releasing. I'm not for sure. I'm assuming these two would be water for port and starter, but that's my guess. I'm going to leave this running, this video running, just to show you the timeline. And see if water comes back out like it just did. Take about a minute before we start filling it back up. Now, as you've seen, I had it bone dry again, like bone dry. And as you can see, there's water starting to creep in that corner. And I stuck my nozzle down in there to get it bone dry.
So what we discovered was that kept filling up over and over again and dropping our fresh water markers, meaning we went from like 98% to 80% to 83% and so forth. As she's going down, and that water is going down, we thought we had to take the whole tank out to see where the leak is, which we have to do. Only we are actually on a time crunch. We're in the BVIs. We're supposed to be heading to Grenada. Martinique is the in-between place. And even if we take it out, to get it sealed would take at least another week, maybe 2. If we have to order all new parts, that is at least 2 to 3 weeks. That's not feasible to be in the hurricane belt at that time. So we decided, hey, let's just fill it up and track how much water drops. We figured out we lose about 50% water. Well, I know for a fact we lose 50% because I have the pictures. We filled it up last night. We turned on the bilges. We let it go. We woke up this morning. We didn't use any water. We were at 50% this morning. So to get a better picture of this, it actually, on the right-hand side or the starboard side, the tank will overflow into where the water heater is. The water heater then empties into that first bilge on the port side. And from that bilge, it'll go to the second bilge, which is kind of strange, a whole nother video for a different time, but that bilge doesn't let all the water back into the first bilge. I actually have to suck that water out with the shop vac. So.
And out of this compartment, I got 5.5 buckets of pure fresh water. Another additional bucket of water out of this locker. Just now, all of it.
Then that seems more of a pressure thing than a volume thing. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, in all reality, if we do this, we're losing water. We have water underneath the tank. What we're trying to do is figure out if we got a hole in the tank or if there's like a pressure leak in the tank.
Either way, we've got a leak.
Well, true, but one's more manageable than the other. You know what I mean? And I don't have to rip out the whole tank then, just to prove there's a leak, because it's not like they have a tank here they can give us. You know? I, in fact, was wrong. The whole tank still has to come out. I usually just throw a rag over there. We got to get another pipe to go in the back of there so that we can put that
Now
into the
that I
bucket.
put it where it's supposed to, I think I have the hose going here when it was spitting out.
Really?
Yeah.
Did it really just do that? Did it? Explaining condensation? You sure it's not condensation? I mean, maybe that's just
I'm so tired of passing.
Are you? There's the water coming from. We have tubes, we have gadgets, we have gizmos. There's some kind of hole here. No, that's not a hole. And we'll bring you back to the beginning. Right there it is.
That water is
If
moving.
you can see water moving, water's moving.
All right, so you checked out the video, you saw everything we dealt with, and do you want me to summarize it quick?
Sure.
Or do you want to? So what we're gonna do is we already had a rudder problem, and that'll be a whole different video because we had to be towed into Nanny Cay because we didn't have a rudder. I was able to sail it to the bay, but from there I had to fix the rudder and get that squared away. A whole other issue. We got that done, not a big deal, but we were leaking before that. So now that you see the water that's in there and some of the conversations we had, we decided we're gonna make our way down to Martinique to get out of the hurricane belt. And then in Martinique, they have a Fontaine-Pajor facility out there. We're gonna go ahead and have them look at that water tank. We think it needs to be replaced because I don't see how you can patch it. So we'll talk with them, see what we're gonna do there, and then keep you informed. So, but right now we're looking at, what are we, May 28th. We're already over a week behind our schedule. So May 28th, Tortola, Road Town, BVI's, at least now we know what we're going to do. We're going to spend the next couple of days making sure we have everything we need for our journey, which we already do. But there's other things, because like they have really good beef jerky here. It's delicious. It is. And then some other tools and stuff like that we need for our journey. We're going to head down to Guadeloupe. We're going to anchor there for a night, then head down to Martinique. We're going to stay a couple of days because there's stuff we need. Our boat is a French-built boat. It's European, so there's certain European things we need for the boat. We're going to get it there, and then we're going to find our home in Grenada for the winter and become locals down there. So
For the summer.
For the summer. I said winter, but it's actually the summer. I was like, that's where we're going to winter, but it's actually the summer. So anyway, we wanted to make a quick video, let everybody know we're doing good. We're trying to get them out every week now for you. And then little updates so that you can see what's going on and follow us along on our journey. So anyway, if you have any questions, shoot them to us. And yeah, one of these videos I'm going to make, I'm going to actually give a shout out to all the cool people we've been watching out there doing cool things, whether it's just travel, boating. There's a real cool boat over there. I'm trying not to pay attention to while we're doing this. Okay, I got to go. My attention span's done. Bye.